Being an empath is not special. Being an empath is not special. I know a lot of people, they like to lean into this idea that being an empath or having empathy is some sort of special trait or special feature. The reality of being an empath is one that stems from deep childhood, in understanding and living in chaotic environments. The reason why it stems from this is because when you live in a chaotic environment, when you live in a environment that is unpredictable and unstable, you end up developing these traits of being to pick up small, minuscule nuances of human nonverbal communication that can indicate whether the environment will be or will not be safe, right? So when you're a child or when you're a baby and you develop these unconscious hypervigilance skill set of understanding people's vocal inflections, understanding what people are saying even though they're not saying it. And it's a very, very niche trait, and it's a very, very niche skill set, that allows you to, in a hyper vigilant way, pick up on the micro expressions and the micro emotions that people are communicating non-verbally and extremely subtly and indirectly. Now, this doesn't make you superior over other people, and I know that this is a trait, right? People like to say, "Oh, I'm an empath," so then they think that's like I'm this like deserves this special treatment or something like that, and it's just not true. It's just a skill set and adaptation that is developed in unstable environments during childhood. Now, that's not to say that it cannot be leveraged. That's not to say that having that trait can help you and be successful, but the trait itself doesn't necessarily make you special, which is something that I know I dealt with. I thought, you know what I mean? Oh, like, oh, I'm an empath, whatever, like, over it. But with maturity and everything like that, it's like, oh, it's just this thing that happened because that I developed through this circumstance. Um, but it can be helpful. It can be helpful in certain situations. It can help you develop and just pick up on what people need and what people want and what people are communicating to you, even though they're not directly communicating to it. But on the flip side, I've had to develop very strong boundaries to not let that interfere, because you're picking up these signals. You can't always react to those signals. You have to know how and when to sort of put a boundary on that signal and still be able to engage without, you know, adjusting because something creates discomfort or something around that. Because initially, what it is it's when you're in that environment is that it's picking up your brain is trying to pick up signals to create safety. Your brain is picking up signals that of unsafety, of unsecuredness, in order for you to adopt and you to react in a people pleasing way to create safety for yourself. And so that's something that you have to unlearn, and that maybe I'll talk about later. But I just wanted to come on here and say that.